Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Sephora haul. I'm going to share with you the goodies that I've collectively picked up over the last month, and it's just in time for their welcome back event. This week they are doing their welcome back promo where you get $20 off of 100. I believe you get 15 off of 75 as well. I did partake in the event. My purchases that I got for the event aren't in yet, so I'm just going to share with you the things that I have purchased over the last month in case you need any ideas for what to snag during this little event. So if you want to see what I have picked up recently, then just keep watching. I am super cozy and super casual today. I have been doing homeschool with Kason since last week, and y'all, it's a lot of work. I cannot wait for him to go back in person. Mama was not meant to be a teacher. Okay, so the first things that I want to start with were inspired by Rosie Huntington Whiteley. I watched one of her videos, one of her get ready with me's. I think it was like her everyday makeup or something like that, and a few of the products really sparked my fancy and I really wanted to try them. So those are the products that I'm going to mention first. I'll go ahead and start with a lippy, and it's the lipstick that I'm wearing today. It is one of the Ilia lipsticks, and this is in the shade Amber Light. It's the Color Block lipstick line, and it's a really beautiful color. Again, it's what I'm wearing on my lips today. Do a little swatcheroo. This is the shade here. It's a beautiful kind of like rosy mauve kind of shade. It's also like my favorite kind of nude to wear in the fall and winter. I am dressed as if it is fall right now, but really it's like 100 degrees outside. But since we're doing school from home right now, my house is always freezing and I really just wanted to be super cozy. So I'm trying to pretend like it's 69 degrees outside instead of just 69 degrees in my house. But this is a wonderful lipstick. I really would not mind trying another shade. I have not tried a ton from Ilia, but it's definitely a brand that tickles my fancy, and I would like to try more from them in the future. But this lipstick shade is probably my most worn right now. I wear it almost daily. I have just a very light wash of it. I can make it darker, but yeah, this is a beautiful color. The next product that was inspired by Rosie is this RMS Beauty Cream Shadow. It's the shade that I have on my lids today. This is the eye polish in the shade Solar. Oh my gosh, that was a bit of a tongue twister for me. But it's this like bronzy taupe shade. I'm going to swatch it next to the lipstick. This is my first thing that I've ever tried from RMS Beauty. It is a really long wearing eyeshadow. It's not overly creamy, and I think that's why it wears really, really well. It's a beautiful metallic shade. When you put your finger in the pot, it's definitely a drier formula, but I like that in a potted cream shadow. I feel like if the cream shadow is too slick and slippery, it's kind of slick and slippery on your eyes all day. So a drier formula like this, I feel like really stays a lot better. It's super pigmented too. Like a little bit goes a really long way. I just put a little bit on my ring finger and apply it with my finger. You could use a brush. I just feel like with cream shadows and shimmery shades, things like that, I just prefer to use my finger. I feel like I can put it on really quick and I get a really nice color payoff that way. So that is beautiful. I am not the biggest fan of cream shadows, but I've been using this one almost daily. It doesn't look like a cream on the eyes. It's just, it's really good, and it wears wonderful. The next thing is this Hourglass Vanish Concealer. Now, I already had this concealer. I just had it in a different shade, and the shade that I had really was just way too light for me, so I wanted a new shade. This is in the shade Fawn, and it's such a much better color match for me. It's the shade that I have underneath my eyes right now. This is a beautiful concealer. You need just the smallest amount of this because it is super duper full coverage. Like a little bit goes such a long way. If you don't like a full coverage concealer, you wouldn't particularly like this one. But even though it's full coverage and it's a thicker formula, I find that it wears really beautifully throughout the day, and it does not look heavy. I apply it over my Becca, it's the little pink under eye corrector. I absolutely love that product, and it wears beautifully over that. This shade, I'm not my natural skin color right now. I still have tan left from summer and from vacation, but I think that this might work for me as well when my tan fades. It's lighter than my skin color right now, so it does brighten my under eyes. but I believe it's my natural skin color whenever my tan will fade, so it still will match me. And I do have that other lighter shade too to kind of mix with it to lighten it up, but I really enjoy the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. It wears beautifully. It is not cakey. It doesn't look heavy on me. You just need the smallest amount, and it just blends out like a dream and wears beautifully all day. It doesn't crease on me, none of that. So if you're looking for like a glam or a full coverage concealer, that one is beautiful. The last two products that were inspired by Rosie are two brushes, and they're both from IT Cosmetics, and I am obsessed with them. The first one is this double-ended Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush. It's the number 7. First of all, I love dual-ended brushes. Like, my dual-ended brush collection is growing. I did not use this brush today because I wanted it to be relatively clean for the video, but I have been using this, and I was kind of surprised by it because when I first used it, because most foundation brushes are dense. This one is definitely more lightweight and fluffy, but it is a beautiful brush. IT Cosmetics just makes absolutely phenomenal brushes. I do not like to apply my concealer with a brush, so what I've been using with this is I've been using this for like my nose contour. It is great for contouring the nose, but this is a beautiful foundation brush, and like I said, I am a sucker for a dual-ended brush. The next brush is also IT Cosmetics, and she used this as her bronzer brush, and that's what I've been using it for. It's the Heavenly Luxe French Boutique Blush Brush, the number 4. It is just luxury, honey. It feels so luxurious when you use it. It is soft and fluffy and not very dense either, but it picks up an amazing amount of product. I was very shocked because I feel like lighter brushes don't always pick up a ton of product. This picks up a good amount of product. It blends out my bronzer so effortlessly. I absolutely love it. You could obviously use this for whatever you want. I hardly ever use brushes for what their intended purpose is for. I mean, just like with makeup, you can use a brush for anything. So you could use this for blush, you could use this for powder. I've been loving it for bronzer. So yeah, I just am a huge fan of these. Major fan. If you can't find these at Sephora, they do have them at Ulta. But yeah, those brushes are awesome. So literally all of the things that I purchased because of that video, I'm in love with and have been using on a daily basis. So they are great. And she was a great makeup recommendation person. She did a really good job because I loved everything, and that doesn't always happen. I want to mention another potted shadow, and I actually got this from Lexi. She got this in her BoxyCharm, and after she told me what came in her BoxyCharm, I was like, I feel like I need to get BoxyCharm because she got some amazing things. She got this Hourglass. This is the Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Burnish. This is gorgeous. So she's like, I don't, really care for eyeshadow that much. So do you want this? And I'm like, girl, it's Hourglass. Hello, yes, I want that. And this is a gorgeous shade. So if I'm not wearing the RMS lately, I'm wearing this one. And it's more like a pressed pigment. It's not a cream shadow. It's definitely like a pressed pigment. And I just apply it with my finger as well. Sorry, I'm putting the lid back on so like nothing comes out of it. It's this shade right here. It's definitely warmer and darker than the RMS, but it is so beautiful. It's not a new product by any means. I should probably show you what it looks like in the pot. I don't think I did that. But this is it. Beautiful, right up my alley, like a warm goldy bronze shade. So pretty. And like I said, it's definitely a pressed pigment. It's not a cream shadow. Super easy to wear, super easy to apply. I've been loving it, and I'm so happy that she gave that to me. I told her thank you like 16 times. But it's gorgeous and it's super shimmery. I've never tried any of the Hourglass Scattered Lights eyeshadows, but now I would definitely purchase more because that was amazing. I remember for holiday last year, they had that Scattered Lights set with 3 shades in the set. And I'm like kicking myself. I'm like, I should have bought that because that shadow's amazing. I'm in the process of editing this video, and while editing, I went on the hunt to see if any stores still had that set of 3 Scattered Lights eyeshadow little set from holiday, and Beautylish actually still had them. So I placed an order. Can't wait to get those in. Can't wait to swatch them. They were 3 shades. All 3 shades were different than the burnish shade. So I'm super pumped to get those in. Whenever I do get those in, I will swatch them in a vlog or probably do another haul of some kind if I have anything else to share. But yeah, I am super pumped for that. So I cannot wait to see what Hourglass comes out with for their holiday collection. Hourglass is one of my absolute favorite brands. I think my top favorite brands are Charlotte Tilbury and Hourglass. I just absolutely love both brands, and I cannot wait to see what Hourglass comes out with for holiday. I just love their products. Their products are total hits for me. Speaking of Hourglass, they recently came out with a new ambient lighting powder, and I had to order it because if you watched my last Empties video, I finished up that Trio ambient lighting palette. So this is the ambient lighting infinity powder, and it is the finishing powder that I have on today. It is a beautiful powder, but I will say, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more mattifying, this is not for you. It is very glowy. I feel like you could definitely probably use this as a very subtle highlighter, but I just take a big fluffy brush, like the Hourglass Veil powder brush, the big fluffy side, or like a tapered fluffy brush, and I apply it all over. I do have the little stumpy Hourglass brush that's meant for the ambient powders, but I feel like because this is so glowy, that picks up a little bit too much product, so I don't use that brush for this powder. But this is beautiful. Let me see if I can give a little swatcheroo for you guys. So I'm gonna do it on my other hand because this hand is full. So let me see if it'll focus. So it's right here in the center. You see that glow? Now, it is a lighter powder, like a lighter toned powder. So I would say if you have deeper than a medium skin tone, it might make you look ashy. But this is a gorgeous all over powder. You could easily use it as a highlight, like I said, if you want some like a more subtle highlight. But I just love the Hourglass powders so much. So this infinity powder is stunning. I don't know if they have it at Sephora yet. I ordered it whenever it first, like the first day that it launched on the Hourglass website. It should be at Sephora right now, but I'll link everything down below. So if this is not at Sephora, you can order it on their website. I ordered a new facial sunscreen. I went to Florida last month and I was almost out of my Super Goop, and I wanted to try this one because I had seen a lot of people talk about it. It's the First Aid Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen with zinc oxide. It's SPF 30. Now, I don't know if this is all of these bottles or if it's just mine, but it felt like it had sand in it, like these tiny little like particles. I don't know if it was because like it was settling in the bottle, but I made sure to shake it really well. So I don't know. I haven't used it in the past like 2 weeks because I've been inside and haven't been really going outside. I do like that this comes out like a fleshy tone. Comes out like a fleshy tone, and it feels really good on the skin despite those weird little like textured bumps that mine had in it. It wasn't a lot, it was just a little bit. So I don't know if it was like the pigment was getting stuck together or what. But when I did put it on my skin, it just kind of like melted right in. It felt really nice on, and I did like that fleshy tone. So it did work. I did not get a single sunburn when I was in Florida when I used this, so it definitely does work. It's just those little particles that are in it was driving me nuts. So I don't know if that's in all of them, but it was in mine and it was weird. So I want to talk about my brow duo, my brow routine. Both of these are repurchases. I've got the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Neutral Nana. I love this brow product. It's my favorite one to use. It is a pencil on one side and a liquid pen on the other. Oh, it is so good. So this is my second one. And then the Benefit Gimme Brow. I got a different shade this time because my hair is lighter than before. So I got it in the shade 3. I still prefer the shade 3.5. This still works for me. I have it on today. But I do prefer my brows to be a little bit darker. So 3.5 is my perfect shade, but I do enjoy the Gimme Brow. I'm not married to a certain brow gel. I kind of hop around, but the Gimme Brow has always done me good, so I typically go back to that one from time to time. Let's talk about a hair product. I purchased this for Florida as well. So when we went to Florida, we stayed in a condo with Kevin's family, and we literally didn't go anywhere. We just lived in the condo. So I did not blow dry or straighten my hair one time on that trip. It was glorious, but I did use this in my hair after I washed it every day. It's the Bumble and Bumble Surf Infusion. It's a salt spray, but it's infused with oil, so it's not drying and doesn't leave your hair feeling like crunchy or sticky. I hate that about sea salt sprays. I hate the way that they make your hair feel. This one is awesome. So if you like a textured look and you just wanna like spray something in your hair and not have to heat style it and just have like a super casual kind of beachy look to your hair, this is awesome. I really enjoyed it. I've used quite a bit. It's already down to here. I need to use it in like a vlog. Maybe like my next vlog, I'll just put this in my hair and let it air dry. That's what I would do. I would put my normal products in my hair. So my It's a 10, my Bumble and Bumble hairdresser primer oil, my hair oil, and I think that was all I did. And then I would spray this in my hair after I brushed it out and let it air dry and called it a day. And it was great. I felt like my hair had a little bit of wave, it had some body, and it was just something really nice to throw in my hair when I wasn't heat styling. So I was really impressed and surprised by that. So I've really been enjoying that. I almost forgot to mention this. I picked up another one of the Patrick Ta Major Headlines blushes, and I had to wait for this one to come back in stock. It's in the shade Do We Know Her. So I have She's So LA, and then this one is Do We Know Her? Is it Do We Know Her? Yeah, Do We Know Her. Y'all, this is a bright blush. It's the blush that I'm wearing today, and I typically don't wear this bright of shades, but this is a beautiful combo. So with She's So LA, I would do the powder first and then the cream on top, which is how Patrick Ta says to use them. This is so bright that I put the cream on first, set my face with my powder, and then I put the powder blush on top. It is a beautiful, like, nice flush to your cheeks, but I will say, similar to Natasha Denona's marketing photos of her products, Patrick Ta's marketing photos aren't really true to color when you get your products in person. This is definitely more like a brighter pinky coral, and I feel like on the website it definitely was a coral, but it seemed more like tangerine orange. I'm not disappointed. It's a beautiful blush, but the color, his marketing photos don't really match what the blushes are in person. But these Major Headlines blush duos are fantastic. I absolutely love them. She's So LA is definitely my favorite. I do prefer it over this one just because the She's So LA is a nude bronze type of blush, and those are like my favorite blushes to wear. But this is really pretty for just like a really healthy glow to the cheeks, and I prefer corally colors over like brighter pinks or baby pinks and things like that. So if you've been curious about the Major Headlines blushes from Patrick Ta, they are phenomenal. So this is something that I picked up for Florida as well. I was looking for, well, first of all, I didn't want to bring any of my full-size skincare products, so I was looking for an exfoliator to bring with me that it was like a mini or a half size. So I went on Sephora's mini page and I, whittled down to the exfoliators or whatever. I filtered down to that. And this came up. It's the Wishful Yo Glow Enzyme Scrub. And I didn't try it until I got to Florida. It's not your traditional scrub. So initially I was disappointed. I like a physical exfoliant, a thick, harsh scrub. I like a scrub. This, while it kept my skin smooth, it's very odd. It feels like when you massage it onto your face, it feels kind of like peeled skin, like pulpy almost. It's very odd. Very odd. I mean, my skin looked great. It was glowy, it was smooth, but it's not a traditional exfoliator. It's not bad. I haven't used it since, if that says anything, because I do prefer a traditional scrub, but I need to start using this in the mornings. It doesn't take off your makeup or anything. It's a very different sort of cleanser. I don't really know how to explain it, but if you're looking for an exfoliator, I definitely wouldn't go for this. This is kind of just like an extra, cleanser to throw into your skincare routine to somewhat keep your skin smooth, but if you're looking for like an actual exfoliator, this ain't it. Last but not least, I want to talk about some samples. Well, they're like deluxe size samples. They were 100-point perks, and I got 2 of them because I placed multiple orders. And it's the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I love this so much, and I really want to purchase a full size, but I'm not going to yet because I still have 2 primers. I have the Fenty Hydrating Primer and the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I do love both of them, but this is so good. I'm going to try to use one of my primers up before I purchase this, so I'm gonna try to hold out to the VIB sale in November to purchase a full size, but this is amazing. So I love the original Silk Canvas, the putty primer, but I think this is better. This is definitely, I would say if you have oily skin, probably go with the putty. But if you have normal or combination, the liquid is amazing. I have it underneath my makeup today. I've been wearing it under my makeup quite a bit. I'm trying not to because I only have these 2 little deluxes, but it is amazing. It feels so good on the skin. My makeup just like slides right on my face. It stays on all day. It is just a wonderful base for your makeup. I'm so sorry if it sounds like there's elephants above me. Like I said, my kids are home and they don't know how to be quiet or calm. But anyways, that is everything that I have picked up over the last month from Sephora. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some good recs. I feel like I had some really good things in this haul, some really great things that I have been just loving lately. So I'm gonna have everything linked down below so you can shop easy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. You definitely want to subscribe because we have fun over here on my channel, and I just try to be normal and cool and, you know, give you guys a little something fun to watch every now and then. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye.